Johnson out there to get us started.
And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he is caught, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 14-yard line.
Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. From the 25, here's second down and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore able to slither by. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup on the first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on first down. Gilmore.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
On first down. And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
ETN up the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brissett on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Gilmore. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Breaks through the contact, and he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Jacksonville.
7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brissett. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and all plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And touchdown! A great play there. 34 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A second down throw for Brissett. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role in why they are trailing right now. He's got a man. Complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 79 yards. And the Jags are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Carolina getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on him, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here to Caldwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. to go. Tie ball game. They'll look to throw now on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field.
And he's going to build his way in for a Panther score. Hayden Hurst taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Brissett. This one complete to Christian Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start right here in Florida, just to the west of us, as it's a battle for Florida between Miami and Tampa Bay. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. The Dolphins trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns thus far. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Down the throw here, complete on the right sideline. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Just a disaster of a series here. Third and long, no one open anywhere. This ball just has to be thrown to the sideline.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stiff-armed him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Gilmore.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Brissett sets to throw it. Finds his tight end Ingram. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Brissett.
He had a man open, but missed it when it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Fielded at the 20.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. Gilmore, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They are certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluwakan.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
And Johnson's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
First down, Jacksonville.
Brissett again.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Brissett's throw into the hands of Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars 1st down up to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Jaguars.
Throwing, Brissett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On play action, Brissett. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to...
A 2nd down throw for Brissett.
Screenplay, here's ETN.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
ETN bringing in another one.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and a couple.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Brissett. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still first down.
clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.